botching an ill-conceived bank robbery in a desolated California town, two wannabe crooks flee the scene with a hostage and lead for the local lawman on a dangerous high-speed chase. And thus we have Carnage Park, a 2016 film that just came out on VOD. Starring Ashley Bell and Pat Healy. It is directed by Mickey Keating. So Carnage Park is set in the 1970s, and right off the bat you feel this when you watch just the first maybe 20 minutes of this movie. Down to the color scheme that they used in the film, the color grading is really spot on, and the music that is played mostly during this movie, very spot on with maybe 70s, and high praise to Matt Fiskin on cinematography. Everything in this movie is shot particularly well, and you can tell that it is shot with a craftsman skill that usually kind of escapes these VOD kind of type of films. You usually see a lot of stuff that is, shot poorly or terrible shots, and everything in this movie is rather interesting to see, whether it's the landscape of the mountains, scenes that are filmed in the car as well. Everything that happens kind of in, I would say, the first 30 minutes, to me, it gave me a vibe of a kind of Quentin Tarantino style, any of Quentin Tarantino's earlier work, as far as the movie kind of jumping back and forth a little bit here and there, and some of the dialogue and the way the music kind of comes into play. That's why I say it's kind of a Quentin Tarantino style. And really props to the villain character, Pat Healy, who plays the character Wyatt Moss. And this character is so kind of off-bat crazy. He kind of plays that line where it's almost too much, but just right on there. And this is what brought a lot of tension as we see Vivian's Ashley Bell's character Vivian kind of goes throughout the movie, is that we see her in the beginning kind of being this lonesome town girl who kind of grew up being just under her dad's arm. We kind of see her take notable shifts throughout the movie and be that strong character by the end. And I love when we kind of get that out of a movie that shows a character's growth. And really, I couldn't find too much that I disliked about Carnage Park. Maybe I thought it could have used an extra maybe 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes, and I wouldn't have mind that tacked on. But this movie, I think it's about an hour and 20, so kind of hits that sweet spot where it's not too long to drag your attention away, but it's just the right amount of time for this type of movie. Like I said, the color grading, the cinematography in this movie is great. The music is, spot on. It's creepy. Some of the stuff that plays throughout the chase scenes and stuff, it gets kind of lodged into your head. There's some great particular shots in this movie. It's very brutal. They don't skip out on the blood and guts and that kind of stuff, especially for this kind of just being more of a survival kind of horror movie. Carnage Park for me gets a 8 out of 10. I enjoyed it all the way through. I didn't find myself being bored by any of the characters, especially the bank robbers are kind of funny, and they kind of bring that comedy earlier on in the film because things kind of take a serious route a little later. And if you didn't know, the director and the writer of this movie, and he's also did other movies like Pod, if you know that one. He's done Darling, Ritual. So it's safe to say, I think with this movie, I'm going to definitely go check those movies out. But that is it for this review on Carnage Park. Leave it down in the comments section if you plan on watching this, and if you already did, what were your thoughts on the movie? That is it for this video. Make sure to hit a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already for more content like this on the way. And as always, thank you for watching. Until next time, peace.